Hey, everybody. Welcome to another episode of the Strategy Game Podcast. I'm your host, Lauren Shippey. And today we are talking about what it looks like to stay the course. This is another word that I heard and had originally shared this quite a bit ago, but it still holds true. And I felt timely to share this now with you. So I'm going to go ahead and read this, and then we're going to talk through it in the hopes of getting some tangible insights and action steps for growth. So it says, stay the course, hold steady, continue on the path. You have the plans, now you have to walk in them. The best of habits are formed in the hardest of places. This is a season of strengthening. You are being strengthened to prepare you for your next season. It's time to leave it all on the field. Do not back down. Don't give up. Find joy in the midst of the trial. Keep pressing in. Keep putting one foot in front of the other. Steady yourself often. Soon you will see why you chose to leave it all on the field. Don't hold back. Give it all you've got. Leave it all on the field. So this is quite an encouraging word if you are feeling down or or discouraged or like you want to quit or give up today. So this is clearly for you if you're listening in and that's the case for you today. So I just want to speak to this. The first thing, just stay the course when we think about that. What does that look like? Not to veer off track. I think of it's almost like the bowling alley with those bumpers. My kids needed those bumpers. I mean, they probably still do. We don't go bowling that often, so we're not very good at it. So you put the bumpers on so that you don't fall in that your ball doesn't go in the gutter. And so staying the course really looks like just pulling ourselves out of the gutter over and over and over again to get back on track, whatever that looks like for you. So it's having those moments of you either have a realization or another person says something that sticks with you, or a friend is actually speaking life to you that encourages you to get back on the horse or try again or get recentered again. It's really just like coming back to center, right? What does that look like? And being really your true self and not going off course of that. So hold steady, continue on the path. And there's something about this hold steady that grabs me. I haven't read this in a while. And when I read it today, it stuck with me like, okay, what does it mean to hold steady? It just means to hold the position, like do not be moved. So when you continue on the path, you're not going to be swayed and you're not going to swerve to the left or the right. You're going to hold steady with your eyes locked on where you're going because that is is going to help you move forward one step at a time. So you have the plans, you have the blueprints, and in the last word episode we shared, we talked about the aerial view, and that is what really helps you be able to get clarity on where you're going. Like you have the map, so to speak. Like you know what your plan is, and now you just have to do it. Like now it's just about walking in it. And when I say that, I mean like one foot in front of the other, right? You're taking the steps to move toward that vision or that plan or that goal or objective that you're moving toward. And so I feel like this couldn't be more true for me personally. The best of habits are formed in the hardest of places. And, the season is, I know that when I've walked through difficult seasons, it is a season of strengthening because when I come out on the other side, I'm certainly not the same as I was before. I've built I've built muscle, and that muscle might be perseverance, or it might be truth telling to myself or to others, or there are different things and different phases, and so you've been strengthened to prepare you for your next season. And it's really important to recognize that. Like, stop and take a minute and turn around and look back on the path you've just been on, all those years or all those months or all those weeks that you've just walked through that have felt really hard, and think about, how have I been strengthened? Like, what specifically, like what tools have I sharpened, so to speak? What muscles have been strengthened to prepare me for where I know that I'm going the direction that I'm moving, my map or goals or objectives ahead of me. And so this is the second part of this is just really reminding you, leave it all on the field, which means like give it everything you've got. And that doesn't mean that you have to strive or, try to kill yourself to get there. It just means that you are going to be steady and you're going to continue on the path consistently. You've developed the habits now that you need, so don't back down, don't give up. You can find joy in the midst of even the taking the one step at a time. Keep pressing into that and just put one foot in front of the other. And when you get tired, stop to steady yourself. Like stop to almost think of like an older person who has trouble with their balance. If they go too fast or they get too tired, my grandfather used to do this, like he would have to stop and take a break, right? And we're just walking, from here to the car. But as you get older, you just don't have as much strength or breath to be able to make it. And I also want to speak to this, like, yes, you're leaving it all in the field. You're not backing down. You're not giving up, right? That's such an encouraging, let's get pumped up message. But what does that actually mean? I think it means to be able to give yourself what you need when you need it. So steady yourself often. Make sure that you have what you need. And if you're feeling depleted, stop and give yourself rest so that you can keep going and continue on the path that you're moving. So soon you're going to see why you chose to leave it all on the field. So my encouragement to you today is don't hold back, give it all you got. Leave it all on the field. So if you enjoyed this episode, you can catch more at www.storywork.co. Thanks so much for listening in.